Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss about the function of educational management, where we will discuss about the organizational or institutional efficiency and organizational effectiveness as is one of the important function of education. This is probably one of the most important and emerging topic today in educational management to decide how an institutions operate efficiently and effectively. Most of us, we interchangeably use these two terms, as a result of which the organizational effectiveness and the ultimate outcome and the results are not achieving in a desirable ways. So let's start how an institutional efficiency and institutional effectiveness can be used as effective management tools for managing an educational institutions. So let's start. So you know that the organizational effectiveness and efficiency, first we have to understand what efficiency is and what effectiveness is. Efficiency, these two terms, the difference between efficiency and effectiveness is that the efficiency refers to how well you do something. So efficiency is how how you are doing a things in most appropriate way. Or we can say that the efficiency is more focusing on how well, how good, how qualitatively you are achieving the output or achieving the result. On the other hand, the effectiveness refers to how useful it is. What is the usefulness? What is the actual outcome that you are getting, whether that outcome is useful or not. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରୁଛେ ସେ କାମକୁ କେତେ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ଆମେ କରିପାରୁଛେ ତାହାକୁ କହୁଛେ ଆମେ ଇଫିସିଏନ୍ସି, ହାଉ ୱେଲ୍, ହାଉ ଗୁଡ୍। ହ୍ୱାର ଇଫେକ୍ଟିଭନେସ୍ କ'ଣ କରୁଛି କହୁଛି ଆମେ ହାଉ ୟୁଜଫୁଲ୍ ଇଜ୍, ତାର ବ୍ୟବହାରିକତା କ'ଣ ଅଛି। Even after we are achieving the output, how these output are useful in your educational institutions. You may have the good faculty members, but how these faculty members are utilizing their time, how the faculty members are getting the maximum outcome or output is called efficiency. Whereas whether these outcomes are really helpful for the students is called the effectiveness. Or broadly you can, in other way you can say that the effectiveness is talking about doing the right things. Doing the right thing, whereas effectiveness refers to doing things rightly or doing the things rightly. So effectiveness, doing the right thing. Whatever the task has been assigned to you in educational institutions, we are handling or we are managing various resources, financial resources, material resources, human resources that already we have discussed. If these resources are not producing the desirable result, so we cannot say that these resources has some effectiveness. Or we can say that how these resources are utilizing in a most appropriate way, or appropriately how the resources are used to get more and more output is called your efficiency. गोटे रिसोर्सेस बा सम्बलर राइट वे जदि यूटिलाइज होउछि आमे ताको होछि इफेक्टिवनेस रहउछि। व्हेरेस इफिशिएंसी कोन कहबा जेतिकी हमर इनपुट दउछि, आमे इनपुट रो केते मैक्सिमम मात्रा आउटपुट आमे बाहर करूछि ताको आमे इफिशिएंसी कहउछि। सो जदि आमे देखिबा गोटे फॉर्मूला जदि देखिबा, effectiveness is dealing with two things. Remember, the results and the goal. Whatever result has been prescribed for you, whatever the objective has been prescribed for you, whatever the key result area that has been assigned to you, whether you are achieving those goals or not. जो result आम पाऊँ सेटा आमर ऑब्जेक्टिव और गोल को मीट करुछि ना नहीं. जदि ऑब्जेक्टिव और गोल को मीट करू नाही योर एक्शन, you cannot say it is a effective one. Whereas efficiency is talking about the efforts and the result. आमे केते एफर्ट्स देके केते रिजल्ट आउटपुट पाउछु. दैट मीन्स इट इज अबाउट proportionate of input and proportionate of output. So any educational institution, remember, you have the various resources. In schools and the colleges, you have the resources. So the appropriate function and most important function of any educational institutions to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of the particular resources. First things talking about the effectiveness. Between these two, effectiveness and usefulness, the most important thing is the effective. Means whether the resources are properly used for the desired result or not. आमे जो resources टा utilize करूची any educational institutions रे तार desirable result आसुची ना ना. आमे जदि गोटे example नेबा, जदि आमर objective होउची in any teachers training institutions to produce the good teacher. जदि आमे produce good teacher जदि आमे produce करि पारिले ताहले आमे कहबा तार effectiveness अछि teachers training institutions रो. Efficiency केमिति कहबा, how this efficiency input केते देकी, for example गोटे institution रे 5 जन faculty member अछंती आ गोटे institutions रे 10 जन faculty member अछंती. जदि 5 जन faculty member जदि जहाँ आउटपुट देउछंती आ गोटे इंस्टीट्यूशन रे 10 जन फैकल्टी मेंबर थे कि जदि सेम आउटपुट देउछंती तमे फर्स्ट इंस्टीट्यूशंस को कहबा इट इज मोर इफिशिएंट वन, बिकॉज द आउटपुट that we are achieving with the limited resources is more efficient than the other one. So effectiveness is more important, and also first we are talking about the effectiveness, second thing is the institute about the efficiency. जदि आम इफेक्टिवनेस इन इफिशिएंसी उपर गोटे कंपैरिजन्स करिबा, यू विल कंपेयर दीज टू टर्म्स. इफिशिएंसी टॉकिंग अबाउट द मैक्सिमम आउटपुट विथ द मिनिमम इनपुट. ऑब्जेक्टिव परफॉर्मेंस मीन्स मिनिमम रिसोर्सेस रे आम मैक्सिमम आउटपुट जदि पाई पारुचे गोटे एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, ताहले आम ताकू कहि परिबा द इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैज द इफिशिएंसी. You have the objective performance. That means you are precisely performing your duties, because your output is greater than the input. If your output is greater than the input, then we can say that this is an efficient institutions. Then takes into consideration the present state. We are more focusing the efficiency, morely we are focusing on the present state, rather than we'll expect that this will happens काली सेटा हेबो बोली के एजम्पशन करिकी इफिशिएंसी से ऊपर फोकस करूनी. प्रेजेंट कंडीशंस रो आउटपुट कौन अच्छी इन एन इंस्टीट्यूशंस, द प्रेजेंट कंडीशंस रो आउटपुट टा कौन अच्छी. प्रेजेंट कंडीशन रो आउटपुट कौन अच्छी सेटा मोरली डिपेंड करे, रादर देन फ्यूचरिस्टिक्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू केते बेले इफिशिएंसी टर्म्स टा यूज करे नाही. Then doing the thing consistently means if the output that we are achieving today, it must continue over a period of time. Suppose the output of a particular institutions is good in a day or in an academic year, and subsequently it fails to achieve those objectives and it's failed to produce the outcome, desirable outcome, so we cannot say that the institutions is efficient one, because it consistently not performing the things. गोटे इंस्टीट्यूशंस मन करंतु 10 गोटे स्टूडेंट्स फर्स्ट क्लास पाइले, सब्सिक्वेंटली जब 10 रु कंटिन्यूअस है कि मोर देन 10 को its proceedings more than 10, then we can say it has the consistency or the efficiency. Jodi 10 jauchi puni 5 jaiki puni 3 asiki puni 15 baduchi, we cannot say that the institution has some consistency and efficiency one. And focus on the process. More the efficiency is more focus on the process. Output is no doubt we are getting the output, but process, the how qualitatively you are putting the things important. Then effectiveness talking about measure if actual outputs meet the desired result or not. In any institutions it has some desired result. କୌଣସି institutionsର ବି କୌଣସି educational institutionର ଗୋଟେ desirable result ଥାଏ. ଯେମିତି ଆମେ teaching learning processରେ before we are teaching a particular topic, we are defining the instructional objective or a desirable objective. And through the teaching learning process, we try to achieve those objectives. Few students may get those objectives within one class and few students may take 4 classes. Desirable result जदि पाउछे आमे ताकू आमे कहूचे इफेक्टिवनेस. जदि कम टाइम भितर से desirable result आमे जदि अचीव करूचे ताकू आमे कहूचे इफिशिएंसी. सो जदि एक्चुअल रिजल्ट आमे जदि पाइला ताकू आमे कहबा इफेक्टिवनेस. जहाँ आमे प्लान करिथिला ताकू जदि अचीव करूचे. एंड इफेक्टिवनेस टेक इनटू कंसीडरेशन द लॉन्ग टर्म स्ट्रेटजी. इफिशिएंसी कौन रहिबो शॉर्ट टर्म स्ट्रेटजी को मोर फोकस करबो, प्रेजेंट स्टेट अप को मोर फोकस करबो. बट इफेक्टिवनेस कौन करबो लॉन्ग टर्म स्ट्रेटजी को मोर फोकस करबो. देन हैविंग डिजायर एंड इनोवेटिव वेज ऑफ वर्किंग. ता सहित इफेक्टिवनेस कौन करबो यू विल प्रमोट द इफेक्टिव मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग, इफेक्टिव लेसन प्लान, effective your teaching's pedagogical process, effective or you can say that the innovative teaching learning material. So all these things will come under your effectiveness. And focus on the results. Remember, effectiveness focus on the result, whereas efficiency more focus on process. So in any educational institutions, the prime focus of educational management is that we are talking about as a function of educational management. Efficiency and effectiveness has to be properly maintained in any educational institution. Then what is the usefulness of efficiency and effectiveness? The efficiency effectiveness useful for the managerial tools. गोटे एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन जितेबाला आम करुचे वेदर आमर जो रिसोर्सेस गुड़ाक अच्छा जो रिसोर्सेस गुड़ाक अवेलेबल अच्छी तार इफेक्टिवनेस अच्छी ना नहीं से डिजायरेबल रिजल्ट को से एचिव कर ना नहीं. जदि रिजल्ट को एचिव कर हाउ क्विकली दे आर अचीविंग दोज रिजल्ट्स. सो these two terms educational institutional effectiveness and institutions are two important managerial tools to decide how an educational institution is managing its resources effectively and efficiently. Second, both concepts are to be used concurrently and interrelatedly. You cannot separate your effectiveness with the efficiency. You cannot only focus on your effectiveness. You cannot only rely on your efficiency. You should be more focused on both efficiency and effectiveness interrelatedly and also concurrently. At the same time, in any educational institution should focus on effectiveness and efficiency. And very useful for monitoring and evaluating employee output. This is the most important things. We are deploying the manpower, we are deploying the faculty members, or you are deploying your teaching staff or the non-teaching staff. It is most important to understand and to evaluate the performance of each and every employee through the process of effectiveness and the efficiency, and helps to have a clear-cut mind for creative and innovative idea. And through this process, then any educational institutions will invite the creative and the innovative idea. Because innovative and creative idea will increase the effectiveness of any educational institution, your teaching learning process. Innovative method of teaching, innovating teaching style, innovative motivational style, innovative and the novel and creative delivery a particular lesson or the curriculum transition is more important. So there should be clear-cut mind, there should be a clear-cut mind among the faculty members to use the creative and innovative idea to get the maximum output and of what you call the efficiency and outcome. And both are the performance indicator. कौनसी एजुकेशनल इन्स्टिट्यूशन्स कौनसी रिसोर्सेस जदि परफॉर्मेंस मेजर करने को हेले बोथ इंस्टीट्यूशनल efficiency and effectiveness. Here we are talking about institutional and organizational effectiveness or efficiency means how the resources are effective and efficiently utilizing and ability to get the things done on times and the avoid mistake. An important thing is that efficiency केमिति बढ़िबो when will commit less mistakes. कम रिसोर्सेस आम जी यूज करवा कम टाइम रे जी यूज करवा लिमिटेड वेस्ट और लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेस को जब वेस्ट करवा इफिशिएंसीटा बढ़िबो. एट द सेम टाइम इफेक्टिवनेस को जब इनक्रीज करार अच्छी आमको डूइंग द थिंग्स गुड वेज करने पड़ो डिजायरेबल रिजल्ट. एंड वन हैज टू बी मोटिवेटेड एंड डिटरमाइंड टुवर्ड द वर्क हार्डर so that any educational institutions will be more focused on to motivating and to inspiring their faculty member, inspiring their resources so that they can put maximum efforts to have the maximum efficiency in output. So this is all about the educational institution efficiencies. If you like the videos, please do like to the videos and share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the new video.